The topic for week 7 is criminological theories of corruption. In this week, content including the definition of corruption, theories of corruption, and a short story on corruption were covered. Corruption is the dishonest or illegal behavior conducted by those in positions of power, such as managers or government officials. Corruption can include giving or accepting bribes, double dealing, under-the-table transactions, manipulating elections, diverting funds, laundering money, and defrauding investors. This behavior consists of any type of violation concerning a particular conduct which purpose is to benefit oneself or another individual. Theories of corruption were also briefly covered. These theories include principal agent theory, collective action theory, institutional theory, game theory, and prospect theory. Principal agent theory is a theory or model which suggests that agents such as public officials undertake an action on behalf of a principal, such as the public, parliament, or supervisors. Collective action theory is a theory which emerged as an alternative explanation for why systematic corruption continues in spite of laws which make it illegal, and why corruption resists various or anti-corruption efforts in some countries. Collective action theory goes beyond principal-agent relationships and emphasizes the importance of factors such as trust and how individuals receive the behavior of others. Institutional theory examines the process and mechanisms by which structures, schemes, rules, and routines become established as authoritative guidelines for social behavior. Game theory is a concept of perceiving social situations among competing players. In some aspects, this theory is the science of strategy, or at least the optimal decision-making of independent and competing individuals in a strategic setting. In a corruption perspective, an individual would fear the disadvantage if they refused to engage in corrupt practices, while other individuals who did not refuse to do the exact same in the same situation. Prospect theory assumes that losses and gains are valued differently, and thus individuals make decisions based on perceived gains instead of perceived losses. In other words, it's a psychological concept that describes how people make decisions under conditions of uncertainty. This short story follows Detective Sergeant Simon Illingsworth, an officer who soon discovered the price of standing up against police corruption. This video reviews a sequence of events which finally sent him to a point of no return. He was brutally bashed, isolated, sent death threats. A witness preparing to give court evidence against the police was found murdered in an underworld crim with access to Simon Illingworth's address was caught in possession of guns, night vision goggles, and a suppressor. Simon feared for his life, quitting his job in 2004, then going public about the crisis facing the police force. In an episode of ABC Television's story that stopped the nation. Bernard Madoff was a former American financier whose trading firm, Bernard Madoff Industries, conducted business with the majority of Wall Street's major firms, becoming one of the largest market makers. Madoff confessed to his two sons about the Ponzi scheme, later being arrested. Following his sentence, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) charged Madoff's auditor, David Farrelling, for assisting Madoff in his Ponzi scheme by falsely stating that he audited Madoff's financial statements. This is an example of corruption, as it demonstrates how individuals such as auditors use their position to violate and conduct and benefit themselves or another. These are the sources used.